Okay, here we go. I've just dragged Paula in. She's not staying. She's very, very busy. She's in the middle of painting furniture.
I look like I've been running, but I'm just painting furniture.
So I just wanted to sort of say hello, and really just sort of have a little chat about the kind of coaching and stuff that we've got coming up, because it's quite exciting. I'm really excited about it. Paula's really excited about it, and hopefully you are too. Before we sort of get going, I just want to check that we've got some kind of sound. So if you can just give us a number one if you've got sound, or just say I can hear you, can't hear you, or whatever. Okay, and I'll kind of keep a lookout on the comments and see how we're doing. But I don't want to get started until we've got some sound, until we know that things are kind of working. All right, so let us know.
I don't think anyone can they?
I don't know yet.
I don't know. No sound.
Oh yes, yeah, we've got sound. We've got a couple of people saying they've got sound. Brilliant. Okay, so a couple of hellos. We've got Laura Batchelor. How you doing?
Hey, Laura.
Laura, an incredible day.
Laura, the flapjack lady.
No. At
She's not that.
what was it? Which theme park did you go to? Alton Towers or something like that. Incredible. Susie is there. Emily, my little sister, she's kicking about. Bryony, how are you doing? Okay, brilliant. So we've definitely got sound. So as like a little bit of an introduction, I just want to kind of say that I really am excited about this coaching that we're going to do. It's something that I've kind of shied away from for quite a while. It's something that, for a couple of reasons, which I might go into another day, but it's definitely something that I want to do, because I know there's a big need for it. You know, I know there's a lot of people out there at home that are struggling, and I know there's a lot of people that come to Bootcamp and they have incredible results and go home and it works really well for a while, but then they start to drop off the wagon. And this is perhaps something that you really, really need. I've also, you know, for the last couple of years, I haven't done a lot of coaching at camp. You know, Paul has done the majority of coaching and tuition and all that kind of stuff. Yet I've carried on learning, and what I know now about health, fitness and fat loss is just light years away from the stuff that I knew when we first put the Team Bootcamp program together and all that kind of stuff. And this is some of the stuff that we're going to be sharing. So, Paula, what are you excited about? Nothing really. I mean,
No, I am really excited. I think we've wanted to do the online coaching for quite a while, a long time actually now. But the most important thing for us was to get the Conquer Food program right at camp. I don't know if you agree with that.
Yeah.
And since we first started the Conquer Food program, which was 5 years ago now, which is nuts, every kind of intake of people that we have, we just evolve and we get better and we learn from it. And so now it just feels right, whereas before it's been, we want to do this. It just feels right now. We're really ready, which is really exciting. And we've got trainers chomping at the bit, haven't we, to do online coaching.
I wasn't going to say that until
sorry.
later.
So it's really exciting. I am excited about it.
Yeah, Brian is sort of saying that it's cutting out a little bit. I think it's because I've got a teenager upstairs and I've got my younger brother downstairs, both probably on the internet. So when Paula leaves, I'm going to ask her to kick people off. So
so I apologise if everyone hears me shouting.
And I'm trying to type and talk. So. Right, I don't know why I just didn't say that. It's because Paula was thinking. Right, we're going to let Paula go, because like I said, she's in the middle of painting furniture and all this kind of stuff.
Camp.
Yeah, for camp. And so we'll let her go. But I want to do this little public declaration while she's here, so she can't back out of it. You know, a couple of weeks ago when we started talking about online coaching, Paula said, look, I can't do a lot in this initial 6 weeks, because this is very much about fact finding, you know, about working out what you guys want and what you need. But she's down for doing, you know, other bits of coaching after this 6 week period. So I want to kind of bring her in a few times throughout this 6 weeks as and when we can. And she's quite willing to jump on the webinars, but I just want you guys to know that.
It's funny actually, because online coaching, I'm more of a one-to-one, need to kind of be able to touch people, not that I touch my clients, but actually when I do come online, I really enjoy it. It's really funny. So maybe I need to make a bit more of an effort to support you. But good luck, everybody. You're in really good hands, and this is just us growing and you growing and everyone growing again. So yeah, it's good. It's really exciting.
Good.
6 weeks, you'll all be summer ready.
That's it, exactly. Okay,
See you
brilliant.
later.
Give us a high five.
Bye.
Okay, so we're going to crack on, and Paula's going to kick a few people off, and hopefully that'll kind of speed things up a little bit. And we've just allowed another couple of people to jump on as well. Right, so I'm here on my own. I haven't got anyone else answering messages and all this kind of stuff. So I'm juggling between the laptop where I'm kind of watching comments and here where I'm controlling the screen and all this kind of stuff. But I'll do my best. Okay, so bear with it. Okay, so I'm going to introduce this 6-week intensive home boot camp. This is what we're here for. All right, and I know there's some people on this webinar right now that you missed out. I literally did a random number generator, picked out 21 people actually. No, picked out 20 people because I had one person that I'd already said was going to help off Facebook. I won't even say what gender they are. They're not even on Facebook because they're really struggling with some pretty intense health problems, and I promised that I was going to include them, and I have done. So I've taken on 21 coaching clients. I've called them founder members. I called you guys founder members because, like I said, I'm going to make mistakes doing these presentations. There'll be times when you'll be waiting a couple of hours for a program that you've asked for or whatever, and I'm hoping that you'll kind of accept those little problems, those little teething problems, in exchange for this free coaching, okay? And then we can develop something then that is really, really good. And I when I think about other fitness professionals that are out there, really, really big people, that are right out there in the limelight. Actually, they haven't got the experience and the knowledge that Paula, myself, and all the campers have. They can't, because they just do not coach as many people as we do from different walks of life. A lot of these fitness gurus will, and I've worked with a lot of them on TV, on Sky and ITV, and although they're very good, they don't have this experience. So this is going to be pretty unique. We're going to come at this in a different way than most people will, okay, as we do at Bootcamp. Now, I know there's a few people here that have never been to Team Bootcamp or on the Conquer Food program or anything like that, and that's fine. Actually, I'm a bit interested. Give me a hell yeah if you've been to camp. Just type out hell yeah if you've been to camp, and give me a not yet, okay, if you haven't been to camp. All right, and I'm quite interested to see what the ratio is really. See how we're going. I can't really see whether the sound's getting any better, but I'm just going to roll with it and see. So what we're getting. So I'm getting a hell yeah from Claire. Yes, resident at camp. Laura, hell yeah. So a couple of hell yeahs. Brilliant. Excellent. Susie's been there. I think the majority of people have, so they kind of know me or know of me. They know Paula, they know some of our trainers, and they kind of know what we do. Shiri, yes, absolutely kicked ass at boot camp. Jana is just kicking ass in life in general. Maggie, you're coming soon. I know you're returning soon. Arriving this Friday for another week, so I'll see you then, definitely. Okay, so I think the majority of people have been to camp. Brilliant. If you haven't been to camp, and I've not had any not yet, that doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. But I don't want you to sort of feel, they keep talking about bootcamp all the time. And if it does get a little bit like that, you're feeling, I've missed out a little bit, or it's a bit clicky or whatever, just tell me, and we'll kind of wind it back or whatever. So that's that. We're really excited about this coaching program. I've put a lot into it over the last couple of weeks. And I'm gonna tonight. What I'm gonna do is, towards the end of this, I'm gonna give the guys that are on the coaching program, the 6 weekers, I'm gonna send you a link where you can register for the members area. All right. I'm going to give you a little bit of an insight and a tour of the members area in a minute, so you can kind of see how it's all laid out and how it all works. Okay. What I'm also going to do, and I'm just going to show you this. This is a post that I let me just change this. This is a post where I've scheduled it. This thing here. What would have to happen? Yada yada yada. And not too much of that because I don't want you thinking about it when I'm talking to you now. But I'm going to put that post out. I've scheduled it to go out about 6 o'clock tonight. And anyone that's on the coaching program, and even if you're not in the coaching program, you're just sort of at the sidelines and you're eavesdropping. And I personally think you're going to get a hell of a lot of stuff just being part of this Facebook group for the next 6 weeks. Because I'm going to be trickling everything out. I've already posted a 12-week training program. Okay, 12 weeks of your fitness and exercise taken care of. Okay, and I'm going to walk through that, and that'll be presented live, just like this. I've also put a dietary plan for everyone from small females to large males. It's a non-paleo one that I've got one right now, but I'm going to put a paleo one in the next couple of days. Okay, so straight away, I don't know what top fitness professionals charge for training programs and meal plans, but it's there already. And I'm going to put a ton of great information. I'm going to distill a lot of the information down and make it really as simple as it can be for you guys to digest and implement. Okay, but it is going to be, some of it will be incredibly illuminating. All right, you will learn things about you and how your body works that you would have to do some serious study and read some serious books to find out. Okay, so that's what's coming in the future, or in the next few weeks. So hang in there if you're on the sidelines and you didn't get a place on the if you didn't get a place in the founder members group. Okay, because there's still loads to get from this. What did I get to? So anyway, I've scheduled that post with a question on there, and I want you to really think about the question. I'm going to give you the question as the last thing that I do on this Facebook Live tonight, and I really want you to sort of spend a bit of time, maybe even get a pen and paper, and really, do your thinking on paper. I'm a massive advocate of doing your thinking on paper. Get it out of your head. When it's rattling around in your head, you can't always get clarity over it, okay? Because you sort of end up down rabbit holes and you lose your train of thought and all this kind of stuff. Do your thinking on paper, and do as much on the paper as you can, all right? And I really want you to think about the question, because your answer is going to be everything to me and everything to you. Everything to me as your coach, because that's where I'm going to steer you, and everything for you because they're the results that you want. All right. So that's what's coming along. Okay. So let's talk a little bit about the coaching. Okay. So I've got a few slides here that I've kind of showed before. By the way, I've not had any kind of questions or anything yet. So if you've got questions, even if you think they're a bit stupid or whatever, then just put them in the thing, and I'll pick them up, and at a natural point in the Facebook Live, I'll answer those questions. I don't really want to get into how many bloody grams of broccoli should be eating today and all this kind of stuff, but just generally about the coaching. This Facebook Live is about preparing to get started. Okay, let me just explain this. This is again why this is different. Most people say, right, we're starting tomorrow. Okay, and how many times have you gone, right, I'm starting a new exercise program tomorrow, or a new diet or whatever, I'm starting tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow comes and you're like, damn, I've not even got a set of scales. And then you're like, shit, I've not got a colander to bloody strain my veg. Oh, I haven't even got half the ingredients that I need to make this meal. And you scupper yourself before you even get started. How many times have you done that? Give me a number one if you've done that in the past. And then the other thing is, same with our New Year's resolutions. We all, not all, that's wrong, but a lot of us make these statements, these pledges, these promises every new year to do something different, to improve whatever aspect of your life it is. And we're like, okay, we're going to do it. I'm going to stop drinking for the whole of January. At 1 o'clock on the 1st of January, you're still out in the nightclub pissing it up, and you've already failed before you even started, because you've not prepared to start. You've just started. Okay, so this is a lot about preparing to start. It's about preparing your mind and body, because as of tomorrow, the official time of launch is 0700 tomorrow. We are kicking off. That is us. And like I posted in the email that I sent out before, I'm going to take responsibility for your results. Okay. Now, that's quite a strong shout. What I mean by that is, I'm not coming to your house to do all your cooking and train you in your living room 3 or 4 hours a day. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is, if you've got a problem, okay, I'm gonna get you an answer. I'm gonna get you an option. Okay, that's what I mean by taking responsibility for your results. Okay, this is kind of what I'm gonna do. Now, obviously, we're doing it as a group setting. So 111, yes, Laura, like it. Yeah, I've done it about 20 times as well. Hi, Jess, how you doing? Omar, how you doing? Miss you, Omar, really do. So this is what the 6-week home boot camp is going to look like. I know this doesn't mean a great deal right now, because it's just titles and it's just, CF Mod 1. What the hell does that mean? This is what I'm going to explain to you. Okay, this is in the members area. You're going to be able to look at this and go, right, okay, this is what we're doing next. This is what we're doing next. This is what's coming next. This is what I need to concentrate on right now. Okay, if I fired all the information that I'm going to trickle out to you over the next 6 weeks, if I fired it all to you right now, it'd be like trying to take a sip of water from a bloody fire hydrant. Okay, so you just have like jets of water into your face, and you just be like, what the fuck, I can't even do this. So I want to be able to kind of trickle out and make sure that people are, you're picking it up and you're kind of hanging in there and you're kind of learning stuff at your own pace, but also, you can progress a little bit faster if you're a little bit more confident, or it's not necessarily new to you or whatever. Okay, so that's what it's about. All right. So the pre-course stuff we're going to do over the next couple of days. All right. Food facts, I'm going to show you that in a minute. We're going to do a couple of assessments and some metabolic typing over the next couple of days. As with all these live videos, if you can't make it to a particular session, really, we are going to make a commitment tomorrow to do this 6 weeks. Come on, I'm putting my time aside. You guys put your time aside. Let's make it freaking count. Let's make it count right now. So make every effort to get to these group coaching sessions. There's nothing better than being able to interact with me, ask me questions and all this kind of stuff. Okay, so get on these live sessions. So we're going to go through these little tests and what have you. There might be a couple of extra live sessions this week whilst we get set up, but we're kind of going on it. The reason why we're doing these assessments and the metabolic typing, and this is what I mean by you're going to learn stuff about yourself that you wouldn't. Amanda, you got no sound. You'll be able to watch the replay back. I don't know quite what's happening there, Amanda, but you'll definitely be able to watch the replay back. Hi, Moni, how you doing? Moni, how's that? What we're saying, Moni? Yeah, is that right? So you go with the day. So the reason why we're doing these things is sometimes we feel incredibly pressured because of the tips and techniques and strategies that people are spouting. Okay, and we think, oh, well, if I can just do that, I can get the same results as this person, and we feel really, really pressured. The best example I can give with this is people ask me all the time is, when is the best? Hey, Money, yes, good. When is the best time to train in regards to sort of burning fat and all this kind of stuff? And some people will sort of say to you, well, first thing in the morning because you're in a fasted state and all this kind of stuff. And my reply to that is, not everybody suits training first thing in the morning. Me personally, okay, if I try and train in the morning to any kind of intensity, I feel rotten. I feel absolutely crap, okay? It doesn't suit me. I train better in the evening, okay, because of my hormone type, the hormone type that I favour, okay? We're going to go into this at some point during the 6 weeks. I'm going to find out what kind of hormone type you are, okay? And it'd be quite illuminating, all right? The other thing is, what if what if like you work shifts and that's the only time you've got to sleep? Or, what if it just doesn't suit your lifestyle because you've got to do the school run or anything like that? All of a sudden we're incredibly pressured to try and do this early morning session when actually it just doesn't suit you because of lifestyle, because the way that your body functions, your rhythms within your body and all this kind of stuff, So what we're going to do is we're going to really look at other aspects of your life. For example, you're going to find it incredibly hard to lose weight consistently and to keep it off if your body's toxic. Okay? Now you're thinking, holy shit, is my body toxic? All right? We're going to find out. You will find it incredibly hard to lose weight and to keep it off and to avoid sugar cravings and hunger spikes and energy crashes if your gut microbiomes, the bacteria in your gut is not right. If it's not the right ratio, or it's been absolutely spanked by antibiotics or whatever. Okay, you're going to find it incredibly hard to do the thing that you want to leave. Now, it doesn't matter how many calories you count and how many calories you cut out your diet and how much activity you do. You're going to find it extremely, extremely hard. As well as that, if you have got a history of dieting and calorie controlled dieting and restriction, okay, it's perfectly normal. You need to remember this. It's perfectly normal sometimes for your weight to go up slightly before it starts to come down, because your body is going to have to settle down and kind of, start to work things out again. Okay, so if this just sounds different, okay, if this is definitely something that's piquing your interest, then let me know. Just give me a yes. Yeah, what type in whatever it is that's caught your interest, because I'm quite interested in what you know and what you don't know and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so we're going to do these assessments because it will uncover a lot of these things. Yeah. What if your body's riddled with parasites? I mentioned this the other day. A large proportion of the population, even in the UK, are walking around with parasites in their body. Now, they're tiny, tiny little parasites, and they're not going to really cause you any harm. But they can kick out chemicals that will make you go and eat sugar. Now, that's no excuse. You can't just go and fill your face full of digestives and go, yeah, I'm full of parasites. It's not my fault. No, it doesn't work like that. But there's a few simple things that you can do to work it out. And we're not going to take everybody through a parasite cleanse. And we're not going to take everybody through a liver cleanse, a kidney flush, and all this kind of stuff. But if you do these assessments and it's quite obvious that you would benefit from it, then I will talk to you about it. Yes, you're really interested in nutritional aspects. Brilliant, Brownie. Really interested in the hormone typing, as my hormones are all over the place. Brilliant. I think you described me to the letter. Laura, you always make me giggle. Gut microbiome, so important. Yeah, it is. If you look at the direction the fitness industry is going, gut, this is where we're heading, because it is so important. If you are, this is something that's quite interesting around. We'll do a lot of this. People think that when you eat something, that's it. You've consumed it. It's now part of your body. It's not. It's still outside your body when you swallow it, because there is actually a tube that goes all the way from your mouth down through your stomach, yada yada yada. We know where else it goes, and we know where it comes out. Okay, it's not in your body, right? You haven't digested it until you start fecking about with it and breaking it down, and then you absorb certain bits. Okay, you're supposed to absorb certain bits. The thing is, the body knows what it should absorb and what it shouldn't absorb. When we start messing around with the gut lining and the gut bacteria, we get all sorts of funky stuff going on, and we start absorbing stuff that we should never ever absorb, whether it's whatever. Anyway, I don't want to get too much into it. We're gonna dive down into that. The next bit, the metabolic typing. What this is about is, like I said the other day. In fact, let's see who knows the answers. Okay, we kind of think that everybody's insides are the same. All right, we all look different on the outside, different colours, different complexions, different hairstyles, all different shapes, sizes, all this kind of stuff. But we accept that we're pretty much the same on the inside, but that's not true. Who knows how many different types of stomach there are? Anybody know? I've got it in the book. Might be able to find it here. I'll wait for a couple of people to answer. Who knows, right? Yeah, there's a picture. Have a little guess. Have a little guess how many different types of stomach we've got. 7? No, it's more than 7, Laura. Anyone else? Or is it 9? Laura, you're just going to do every number. Claire's closer with 12. Okay, I won't labour it too long. Here's a picture to kind of prove the points. Let me just bring up the presenter view. Here it is. They're the different types of stomach. Okay, there's 19 recognised different types of stomach. Okay, now that means there's 19 different types of stomach that functions in different ways. You know, there's 19 different ways that a stomach can function. Well, how do you know which stomach you've got? I don't know. I don't know how to work that out. But what I do know is how you can work out how you should be structuring your food. What if you are somebody who your body type favours a really high protein diet or more of a carb diet? I for a long time, followed a paleo diet, and at one point I really did a deep dive into the ketogenic diet and all this kind of stuff, and it just didn't suit me. I was constipated like you would not believe. I didn't feel right. Weight loss and weight management was erratic, and it just did not suit me at all. I did the metabolic typing assessment, and it actually turns out that I'm what we call a carbohydrate eater, so I need to have carbs in my body, because if I don't, I get constipated. I have peaks and troughs with my energy levels. Okay, so I just function better with more carbs. Well, what if you're one of these people, you're a carb eater, but you're trying to follow like a ketogenic diet, and you've got all these other ailments, and it's kind of working against you? We're going to find out what you are, okay, and then you can start to eat in that manner. Again, let me know if that sounds like something you'd be kind of interested in. Bryony, well done, 19. Magdalena, not a clue. Fair enough. Okay, 30. Chloe, how are you doing? Not quite 30, but 19. So that's what we're going to do over the next few days. A hell of a lot. I'm going to ask a lot of you, okay? I need you to do this stuff. I need you to work it out. And if you're serious about your fitness, your health, and your fat loss, okay, then you'll do it. All right, so simple as that. That's how it's going to work in the pre-course. We're then going to work through the 6 weeks of training, and basically we're going to, once everything's calmed down and we've got going, okay, I will basically do 2 live group training sessions every week. And if you're not one of the founder members of this 6-week program, you can still eavesdrop, and I'll still answer your questions when we're live. You just won't get the additional coaching, the office hours, which I'll talk about in a minute, and all that kind of stuff. So what we'll do is we'll have one session which is probably going to be on a Sunday like this, because it's just a good time for me, believe it or not. I'm a carb person and try to cut them out. I love carbs, especially when doing sports. Brian, it's not necessarily about what you love, it's about what your body favours. Okay, so you might, unless you've done a metabolic typing test, okay, you might sort of think, well, I love carbs. Majority of people love carbs, okay? It doesn't necessarily mean your body functions well on them, okay? So we're gonna work that out. I love Guinness, right? I love Guinness, but it doesn't do well. It's not good for me. I favour protein, apparently. Yeah, Chloe, I think you did the test with me before, so you're a bit of a protein eater. Good. Okay, we're going to do that in one of the coaching sessions next couple of days. So you'll do Sunday. I'll do a coaching session like this, and that's going to be like the teaching aspect. Okay, so if there's other things that I want to introduce and talk to you about, whatever it is, whether it's food, fitness, mindset, whatever it is, okay, I will do that coaching on a Sunday, and I'm going to aim in this group coaching, as you can see in the middle column, in the middle row there, the food focus 1 and 2, fitness focus 1 and 2, and a Q&A. So that'll basically make up an hour and a half, however long it lasts, where I'll introduce a couple of things for you to focus on in the first week regarding food. Okay, dead simple, really easy to start. And then I'll introduce a couple of things for you to focus on for your fitness. Okay, and then we'll have a Q&A to clear up any questions. That'll be Sunday. What we're saying here, I stick to the paleo. Brilliant, Janet. It's clearly working for you. I'm a carb junkie, but it makes me feel groggy and bloated. Laura, exactly. I get what you mean. My metabolism is messed up from years of cycling between calorie restriction and excess. Susie, I can give you a tip right now to help with that. Okay, it really will help with that. Okay, so let me know if you want it. Of course, I'm going to tell you, but I'm on a bit of a roll with other stuff. So there we go. So that's what I'll do with the group coaching. There's also, what I'm also going to do is on a Thursday, I will have a purely Thursday evening, probably give or take a couple of appointments that I've got. Thursday evening, I'm going to do like a live Q&A, and I'll literally be sat here like this, and I'll be answering questions. Okay, so I'll ask you for questions before, and I'll be like, blah blah blah. What do you want to know? What you're struggling with? What's happening? What are the big questions in your life? And then I'll be answering that. And in some of those group sessions, I'm going to bring in any of the trainers that I can drag along. Paula, if I can drag her along, because she's got a really good take on some stuff and stacks of knowledge. I'll perhaps try and drag one of the coaches down, one of the ambassadors up at Bootcamp. I just want to bring other people into those Q&As because I think it'd be really important for you, to learn off other peers. Okay, so that's what we'll be doing on the Thursday. You can see how much this is already starting to become a big commitment for me. This is why I'm really going at it. Really am. I'm also going to I'll send out an email and a Facebook post in the group for some morning motivation. Really, I just want to spark a bit of thought because, what we think about most of the time. Okay, so if we're out thinking about how we're restricting food at the minute and all this kind of stuff, well, it's going to be really hard. So I want to try and get you thinking in other ways. So that's what the morning motivation is about, and also just let you know that I'm still here and I'm looking out for you. And then every day, usually, I think I've said between 7 and 8. I can't remember. I'm going to do like what I've called the daily office hours. All right. Now, what I'm going to do there is I'm going to jump onto Facebook Messenger. I don't want to do stuff on my phone because my phone will just be going nuts, and I don't actually use my phone a great deal anyway. I don't actually use Facebook Messenger or anything a lot, or email. So if you email and you haven't heard anything back for like 2 weeks, that's perfectly normal for me. I hate it. But I'm going to do daily office hours. So I'll sit there for an hour. If I don't get any questions, I won't get any questions. If I get whatever questions I get, or if there's been some from the night before or the day before, then I'll be answering those. Okay. So that every day you can kind of check in. All right. So that's that. That's kind of how the coaching is going to work. In addition, what I've called the backup. All right. Every one of the people that are founding members, I want you to have one 30-minute breakthrough call every 3 weeks. Okay, so that we can chat for 30 minutes every 3 weeks. Okay, now I'll monitor this, and I don't want people kicking the ass out of it. If you feel like you want to, wrong. Let's take it back. One 30-minute breakthrough call throughout the whole period. Now this is like if you are having an absolute stinker, you have completely fallen off the wagon. You just need to speak to someone. You need some hard-hitting advice right now, or even a kick up the ass, or whatever it is. I don't think you can see this, can you? I'll move it up and see if that you can see it down the bottom of the page. Yeah, so the 30-minute call where you can just get on, you can chat to me, and we can get you back on the wagon. All right. Okay, and then you get 2 15-minute coaching calls every 3 weeks. Okay, 15 minutes, we get on the line, super short. There is no point, I mean it, there is no point having 1 hour coaching calls, because we're just going to dance around around the houses, not really getting anywhere. 15 minutes, super quick, let's get it done. Where's the friction in your life? This is what we need to focus on. Let's set a goal. Bang, go. All right. The 15 minutes it'll seem really quick. There's not going to be enough time for the small talk and all this kind of stuff. Keep that in the Facebook group. Send me a post if you're doing really well or whatever. Okay. This is about chipping away and getting progress. Okay. So that'll be them. All right, and I'll explain how you can book those calls in a second. Okay, so if this is all kind of making sense and it's quite clear, please let me know. Just put like a clear in the thing. Chloe, what we got? Might sound daft, but AM or PM, 7 or 8 PM. Okay, now the way that my daily work, I'm normally up 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. All right, that's when I'm going to be doing the majority of social media stuff, scheduling posts and all this, sending out emails or scheduling emails for that day. I'll then go and do my daily work and all this, and then I'll sit down afterwards about 7 or 8 in the evening, and I'll either be doing a live call with you or I'll be doing office hours through Messenger. Okay, so that's kind of how it's going to work. Yeah, so let me know if this is all pretty clear, and let me know if you think, hang on a minute, there's a big window here where there's something missing. Okay, so that's that. Okay, whilst I'm waiting for that, Lee, how you doing? Hope you're good. Lee, I don't know how much of the online stuff you're going to do. Lee's a very, very good friend of mine. Do lots of incredible events with him, and we've shared some very, very special moments, Lee and I. But I can speak to you on the phone, okay? Because some of this training will be really good for you. So brilliant, Gerald. Thanks a lot. What did I get to? Right. So what else? I need you to weigh in. Obviously, I need you to weigh in, and I need you to send on Messenger a picture of the scales. Okay. I know that might freak some people out, but hey, one of the reasons why you signed up for this program is accountability. Yes. Give me a yes. Commit to this. Come on, put a yes in the box. You sign up for accountability. I need to see those scales, right? And what I want you to do is I want you to weigh in every Monday morning. Okay, so we start tomorrow. If you feel the need to weigh yourself more than that, some people do, then will allow you to sort of weigh in on Friday morning as well. Especially if what you find is that you get really, really good throughout the week. And then you get to the weekend and it all goes to rat shit, okay? And you're getting on the scales and you're not losing any weight. I want to see what that Friday is like, see what's happening, see what damage you're doing at the weekend, and then we can see what the Monday's like, all right? If you agree to that and you haven't done so already, put the yes in there. Brilliant. Okay, so you'll see my weighing card. Yes, I will. That'll be a great little kickstart for you, actually, Magdalena. It'd be a really, really good start. Okay, good. So everyone's weighing in. And I'm going to be sharing mine as well, all right? So I'll be putting mine on there. Because I'm going to work through this program and all this as well. We're in it together. So that's the way in. Right, we're at a natural point now where if anybody's got any questions then get them in. Let's have a little 5-minute Q&A before we crack on and I show you the online training and the training program and all that kind of stuff. So what kind of questions have you got right now? By the way, Lee, I don't know if you've found that the meal plan, but I posted a meal plan yesterday in this group, and I'll email it to you in a bit. Okay, so you'll be able to have a look at that. To be honest, whilst I'm waiting for these questions to come in, I just want to explain that I'm not a massive advocate of meal plans and training programs because I'm not a massive advocate of things that you do. This 6 weeks is going to fundamentally change who you are in some way. Okay, we cannot go through the amount of training, tuition, coaching that we're going to go through and you not be affected and changed in some way. Hopefully, it'll be in an incredible way, and you'll just be like, brilliant, and you'll just kick on from here on in. All right. Some of you might just change a little bit, or you might just have a different perspective on weight loss or whatever. Okay, but I'm aiming for the incredible changes, okay? The thing is with something that you do, so you do a meal plan, don't you? You do a diet, you do a training program, okay? Somebody gives you this and you do it. Whenever you do something, you can't do it forever. So it suggests it's temporary, okay? Now, anything that's temporary, as it suggests, it's not going to last forever, is it? Okay, what I want to do is I want to change fundamentally who you are. I want you to, I had a real issue with peanut M&Ms at one point, right? I'm talking, I was eating a bag of peanut M&Ms every day, okay? Now, I know for some people that's nothing to bloody, to worry about, but for me, it was a lot, and I didn't like it. My teeth were hurting, I was putting pounds on around the waist, and I didn't like it. And now, and I can share with you throughout these 6 weeks how I did it, and perhaps do it with a couple of you. I use some hypnosis, self-hypnosis, and I don't eat peanut M&Ms anymore. In fact, I've had 2 since I did the self-hypnosis, which my young son gave me on New Year's Eve. He was eating peanut M&Ms, watching telly, and he goes, "Yeah, Dad, have a peanut M&M." You know what? It's New Year's Eve. I put it in my mouth, I bit into one, and I spat it out. I couldn't eat it. Okay, so because I'd changed, yeah, I was no longer peanut M&M eater. I ended up giggling at that. Okay, I can appreciate what it sounds like, but this is what I'm talking about. However, I know that what you want is a plan to follow. I know what you want is a training program to follow. That's why I've given you one. However, it's much better in my experience to look at what you're doing right now, because that is what you're doing, and then start to change it, start to tighten it up, make little changes or sometimes big changes that have a huge effect. Okay, it might be that we're stripping out half the white carbs. It might be that we're adding some kind of protein. It might be that we just start eating in accordance with our metabolic type. Okay, whatever it is, sometimes that's better. But I'm happy to go to do this and work on the meal plan for this 6 weeks, if that's something you think will suit you. Okay, hope that makes sense. What will the typical look like food and exercise wise, please? I'm going to talk about that in a minute. Bryony, need self-hypnosis for crisps. Charlie, when are you back at camp? We could do some of that when you get back to camp. Are you coming back? Are you coming back soon, or I don't know. But you can do. I can teach you how to put a script together, and you can do it yourself. You know, so we might do some of that. If we've got time, because we've got lots of other stuff to do. But yeah. Okay. Let's have a look then what the training's going to look like. What I've done then, I've put together this 12-week home bootcamp training program. The red arrows straight away. Red arrows. Whee. Wow, I just said red arrows just as Stu came on, who's in the RAF. That's coincidence. So this kind of suggests the level of intensity that it should do. Okay, so you know, the first 1 or 2 weeks, it's about finding our feet and getting a bit of a foundation of fitness. Okay, getting used to the kind of training. Between weeks 4 and 7, we're stepping it up a little bit. Okay, but we're just turning the dial. Remember, I use this phrase a lot, of turning the dial. 8 to 11, we are fucking going for it. All right, we are hitting this hard. We've worked up to it. We are going to hit it hard, and then week 12, bosh, you've got a little bit of rest and recovery. You're still active, but it's rest and recovery. Now, this is a smart way to do it. Lots of people just want to have this constant incline that's just, you know, but you shouldn't really work like that. That's not the best way of getting stuff out of your body. So this is how we're going to do it. Down the bottom here, sorry about this bar that keeps popping up, is the number of what I've called conditioning sessions that are in the program, and also the number of long, slow duration sessions. Now, I'm going to teach you that you've got to be very careful about what you think you know about the fitness industry. Okay, not so much about the fitness industry, about getting results. There's a difference between the fitness industry and getting results. All right, now without getting too conspiratorial on all that kind of stuff, basically the fitness industry has developed because of bodybuilding. Yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger came out of bloody Austria, whatever, in the 50s and 60s, and everyone was like, "Wow, look at him! He looks incredible. He must be really fit." He's very, very good at what he does, or was, still is. But that's not you guys are not bodybuilders, are you? You are not bodybuilders. So you do not want to train like a bodybuilder, because if you train like a bodybuilder, you're going to get bodybuilder results. Is that what you want? Just tell me if you want to be a bodybuilder. You know, I'll structure the training like that. You guys want to increase your health, all right? You want to get rid of that bad back. You want your energy level sorting out. You want to cut the inches around your body, tone up your arms, get rid of your love handles, ditch a couple of chins, yeah, all this kind of stuff. You know, is that right? Tell me. Just put chins if that's you. What are you saying, Bryony? Will we get emails on some of the information from lives, please? Yes, Bryony. I'm gonna be sending emails through pretty much every day. Okay, with different stuff. So yeah, definitely. Chins, glares down for getting rid of a few chins. Right. Okay. So whilst I'm on the subject of email, I've sent out emails, so 2 or 3 emails in the process of getting ready for this Facebook Live. One person's email is bouncing and I don't know whose it is. Okay, it's not telling me who it is. So if you've not had emails and you're part of the founder members for this coaching program, let me know, because I need to make sure you're getting the chins, inches, self-confidence, etc. Everything you said. Brilliant, Chloe. Excellent. Chins, all of them. Laura, stop it. Right. Long, slow duration. Okay, so I was saying, I'm not a big advocate of people that say, oh yeah, I'm just going to do some weights and I'm going to do some cardio. I don't like that split. Okay, and you shouldn't like that split, because it's a completely inefficient way of training when you split it like that. Okay, because what you end up, you end up working within your strengths. So the guys will go and do weights, very little cardio, and the women will go and do cardio, but the cardio is not, it's not really geared towards getting results. All right, we're going to go into this, so don't worry. I know, this might be like fucking about with your model of the world right now, but you will pick it all up. So we've got conditioning sessions and long, slow duration sessions. Both sessions are designed to give you results, but in slightly different way. Okay, so remember that. And then there's some rest days. Okay, rest days where your body needs a rest. Okay, now if you're thinking like, do I really need rest days? I want to hit this as hard as I can. Yeah, you do need rest days, because it's during rest when you get fit. All right, and if you're not having rest, how the hell are you getting fit? You're not. Okay, all you're doing is wearing away your joints, increasing the cortisol in your body, probably increasing your sugar cravings, messing around with your sleep. Central nervous system is bloody suppressed. Okay, so you got to have some rest days. So this is, you need to have some rest days in there. That might be me. I haven't had anything through email. Okay, Chloe, I'll have a little look. Maybe it is you. I've only had an email with live feed that are accepted on the program. Should I have had more? No, that's it. So if you've had that, then yours is fine. Chloe, it may well be yours. I'll just make note of that. Okay. Cool. All right. So if this program looks sweet, then let me know. Okay. If it looks like something that you can stick to, I've put it together so that you don't need a gym membership. You can do it at home with a couple of bloody milk cartons or whatever. If you've got a gym membership, brilliant. You can do it there. If you've, if you have never done a day's training in your life, you can do it. We can scale it to you. If you're quite an advanced trainer, then you can step it up, and we might need to add a few extra bits and bobs, but done right, you should be covered with this. All right, so that's that. What's on the next thing? And I'm like I said, I've shared this in the Facebook group as well. This is how the program works and how it's cut. Now I know it looks a bit bingo-ish and it looks a bit complicated, but here's week 1, here's Monday, here's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Hang on a minute. You know what it is. You know what's coming up. Okay, so ding, 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 ding. Right, good. And that's kind of how we go. All right. The orange block here is our, preliminary phase where we're starting to get sorted. This, we're stepping it up a little bit in the blue. The green for go. This is our peaking phase where we're really going at it. And the 12 weeks obviously is your little deload week. Okay, where we just back off a little bit, ready to push on again. Okay, so we're going to run this for 12 weeks. Now, obviously, your coaching will finish here, 6 weeks, but I'll still be kicking around in the coaching group. We may even roll into another 6 weeks challenge for some other people when we get to around here. Okay, so there'll be other stuff going on. All right, so it won't be a case of like you get here and we just let you go like a dove and you bugger off on your own. All right, so. What are we doing? Rebecca, how are you doing? Okay, very sorry. I can't get this to work, so we'll have to watch it when you upload it. Yeah, no worries, Amanda. And if we need to have a little bit of a chat because you've had problems with the sound, then we can arrange that. Weigh in tomorrow. I guess you are saying we should weigh in tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow morning, 7 o'clock. Or with the. I'm going to write it. Everyone, just bear with me. So. Whilst I type this out because Amanda can't hear. Well, so I know there's a couple of spelling mistakes there, but basically I need us to weigh in tomorrow as early as possible, get out of bed, go and have a little wee, and then let's get your empty scales, right? Okay, and then put the freaking scales away. All right, we're going to do a bit of work on scales and the way that scales can psychologically affect your progress. All right, but basically put them away. Okay, you don't need them. There is better ways to monitor your progress than those things. Okay, but we'll start off with that. Right, what's next in this little document, which you'll find in the Facebook group, different description of the circuits. Okay, now some of this stuff might be new to you. You might know what it all is. That's fine. But we will do a session on, or I will record a video. So I'm going to show you some training in a minute, explaining all these things. And what I actually want to do is get one of the trainers to do like little video demonstrations of the session. Okay, so that'd be really, really clear. Now, obviously, that's going to take a while to create. It's going to take a while to upload, but that's my goal. If you've got a problem with that, let me know, and I'll give you your money back for the coaching. This is one of the things where I'm saying, we're putting it together. Bear with us, we're on it. But I will do some training to kind of explain what it is. And once you know what some of these fundamental movements are, you'll just be able to map them across anyway. So where do we got our weight? My internet keeps dropping out. I don't know if this yeah, do both, Claire, if you want. And wrong ways. That's brilliant, Amanda. Love it. Record it, put it in a diary. I'm going to show you in a minute, Susie, where you can get some other bits and bobs where you can start recording and keeping stuff as a diary. But I really, I don't want you to be taking on too many things. All right, I want you to focus on the big hitters, not feck about like with diaries if it's not something that you do already. We've got to set, just like me. I could go, right, okay, I'm going to take. We had nearly 70 people apply for this. I'll take all 70. I can't not only commit to that, I can't fulfill that. And that's what we're trying to avoid, taking on too much. Okay, so right, that's the program. Then there's what we call our LSD. It's not drugs. Yeah, that's not the secret behind losing all this weight. Long, slow duration. Like I said, I'm going to talk about the benefits of this, jumping around, in future videos. Okay, but this kind of, that's your long, slow duration sessions. Okay, and you can kind of have a look at them. Right, that's the training program done. I'm not going to go through the meal plan yet because that's a whole can of worms. But what I'm going to show you is the online coaching platform. So there's a membership site. A couple of you may have seen this before. I'm going to send you a link, and basically the people that are on the founder group. Okay, this is why it's essential that I've got your email address. I'm going to send you a link to this page here. Okay, and this is the one you want, the 6-week home bootcamp challenge. As you can see, it's free. Membership expires after 8 weeks, so you'll have access for this online training platform here for 8 weeks. You need to hit this select. Once you hit the select, it'll take you to a page where it's got all the details of the coaching there, a little bit of an agreement. This is about your data on the website more than anything else, and the fact that if you choke on an onion, all right, I've told you to eat an onion, but it's not my fault you bloody choked on it, that kind of thing. Agree to them, have a little read through, agree to it, submit, confirm, all right, and then you'll be able to sign up. Once you've signed up, you'll then be able to access all these online training videos, okay? Now, some of them I'm still yet to do, okay? Ding, as you can see, right? You might be thinking, how the hell am I going to get through all this? Well, you only need to do 2 videos a week. And some of these videos are 5 minutes long, some are 10 minutes long, some are 20, some have got a couple of videos, okay? But, there is no real pressure. You just got to keep chipping away at this. This is the conquer food stuff that we're going to talk about. This is a lot about the mindset of weight loss. If that's something you need, just write need in the comments. Just write need and a load of exclamation marks as to how much you need it, okay? But, so this is the training. This is what Paula said earlier. It's based on the Conquer Food framework that we teach at camp, all right? And, if I click on this, you'll see basically what there is. There'll be, this is a quiz, my relationship with food, okay? So we can kind of get like a start point on your relationship with food. And there's a couple of videos here that'll walk you around the membership area, okay? And and help you find your way around and explain it all and all this kind of stuff. When you've done, you can hit a button down here, mark as complete, and you get a little badge. You get a little badge. But also, more importantly, I know that you've done it. I can see that you've done it. You know, and if we get in a coaching call and you're like, oh, this just didn't work, and I'm like, well, no, because you're not working it. You're not doing your training. You're not going through, you know. I just know what's going on. Who was it? Susie, where to record our thing? You can, if you want, download and print this little daily diary here. Okay, what this is a little daily diary. You can just whack your weight, you know, on your Friday or whatever, and it just asks you a couple of questions like Sunday, something positive about what I accomplished today. Back, you know, you write it in. My most positive moment today was, write it in. I felt proud today because, write it in. Because at the minute, right, I was on about this to Paul last night. Right? Need, Laura's there. Definitely need, yes. So sorry, I have to go. Will this be available to look at again? Yes, Chloe, it'll be pinned in the Facebook group in a bit. At the minute, and we're going to start wrapping this up soon, okay? We've got another 5 or 10 minutes to go, and then we're wrapping it up. At the minute, imagine that we are North Sea ferries and we're careering towards France, or if you're over there anyway, Amanda, then you're coming back the other way, okay, but you're going. Now, we cannot just whack the handbrake on and spin that ferry round, all right? But that is like your thoughts, your exercise, your food right now. The momentum is career, whatever that word is, in one direction, all right? Now, you can't just flip it. The only way to flip it is to have some kind of extremely emotional event. You're diagnosed with cancer. Somebody you love dies. The doctor says, you know, you're diabetic, I'm going to have to take a leg off you. You know, something like that. That's like whacking the handbrake on and turning around. Now, we can't orchestrate that. You know, I can't just come and bloody kidnap your cat, you know, to force you to do this. So therefore, the only way to then do it is to gradually slow the ferry down, gradually turn it down, because these ferries have got a massive turning circle, get it going in another direction, and then full speed ahead. This is kind of how we're going to do it over the 6 weeks. And it's the same with your thoughts. You know, we're going to do lots of work on thoughts and stuff like that. But, you know, if you're not looking for the positives in your life, you might feel that everything's shit. If you're not looking for how you're accomplishing stuff every day, you might miss it. And you might think, well, I don't do anything. All I've done all day is... I mean, I spoke to someone today and it was like, how are you doing? What have you been up to? She went, nothing naughty. I mean, I didn't ask you if you've done out naughty. What are you on about? She goes, well, what else is worth talking about? And I was like, have you played with your kids? You know? Have you had a great day with your kids? Have you been out for lunch with your mum? Have you done... You know, it's funny how we work, all right? So we're kind of got to look for this. What we got? Need... Agree, that's what it would take. That's what it took for me. Yes. Thanks, Claire. Backing me up. Right. So this is it, little diary. Just you can get that if you want. All right. So this is the Conquer Food bit. All the different videos. I'll be chipping away at them. Again, a couple of videos to get it fixed, but there's still loads of content. And remember, you know, if we go back to this. Conquer Food Module 1, Conquer Food Module 2. Yeah, so you now know in the first week you want to be doing this. Well, do this. This is 5-10 minutes. You want to be doing this and you want to be doing this. Okay? Doof, 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 doof. And if you've got questions whilst you're watching these kind of things, you can hit this little icon. I don't know if you can see I think you can see my thing. Actually, it's behind my face. So let me just, sheet only. Down bottom right, you can see a little blue icon. Yeah, and which is this little messenger app. If I click on that, you can see that it brings up a little message box where you can fire your questions. Right now, this is where I'll do the office hours every day. So if you're watching a video and you're like, I don't get that, what the hell are you on about? Or how is it relevant to me? You can whack your question in there and I will pick it up at some point within the next 24 hours. Okay, so that's what that is. Another thing to show you as well is the food facts framework. All right, so each one of these modules is a food fact framework. If we go back to our program, food fact focus 1 and 2. Okay, on the live training, we're going to be going through 1 and 2. All right, you can skip ahead and you can do it in your own time. You can do whatever you want, but these are big hitting strategies to help you clean out your food. Okay, so that's that. Hopefully, now it's all starting to make sense. If you get questions, same again, hit the little question thing right down here. Craig, why are you such a dick? Don't send that, but you know what I mean. It kind of paints a picture, and I will get that then in the messenger for the daily office hours. Okay, next part. In this live training bit is the program as I've talked through tonight, and there's also the different timings and places and all this kind of stuff. And this is where I'll update. I'll send you emails as well, but I'll update if the what I've called the implementation training, the Q&A changes. Then I'll let you know. If office hours is going to be different that day, then I'll let you know. But it kind of explains all that. And there's also some training replays here. So there'll be a new box that says Live Training Replays 2019, and this is where your training replays will be. Okay, so that's that. Then there's a little link for your thing. These are little badges that I was talking about. Yeah, where you get little badges. Ding, 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 ding. For working through the content. You can chat to other members if you really want to, but I've never really done that. This is a link to the Facebook group. There's something else that's going to go in here, which is going to be a coaching tab, where you're going to be able to book your coaching calls, your breakthrough calls, and all this kind of stuff. Now, I know some of you will be absolutely fretting that this looks really technical. I know you will. Tell me if you think, my God, this looks technical. Cheryl, I'm going to send you a link and email when we've done, all right? Because this is just for the founder members, okay? Anyone that's watching this that's not a founder member of this 6-week challenge has not got access to this, okay? This is just for you guys. Picture the way you can just send it to me on Messenger, Janet. So open up your Facebook and then just send it in a private message to either directly to me. I don't mind because it's only 20 people, or on the Team Bootcamp page. There's only me that monitors. Well, me plus my assistant that monitors that. So you can just send it through. Gerald, don't worry about it. You don't have to say sorry. It's I know the internet's dropping in and out a little bit. And then there's a little FAQ section where there'll be a few things, no doubt this will start. As I start getting regular questions, I'll start filling this out a little bit, just to, if people are asking the same questions, so you can use this as a bit of a knowledge base. Okay, so this is the little, what I've called the Conquer Food community, all right? Hopefully you can see, there's a lot of work gone into this. Let's have a look at this the first module of the Conquer Food. This is what one of the things you're going to have to work through. It talks about the difference between a promise and an out-and-out pledge. Each module is going to have worksheets, which you can either print out or you can just kind of work through. Okay, this one's about committing to change, and it walks you through a process, 6 steps to start creating change in your life, to commit to something completely different, all right? If you're, like I said, if you're committing to this and you're really going at this and you can't wait to get into these worksheets, then write commit in the in the box so I know, and it kind of walks you through it, all right? And then when I do live training later on in the week, we can talk about this. I can find out how it's going and and all this kind of stuff. So that's the worksheet there. You will also, this is a little fun thing that you can print out and put on your fridge, but it's a certificate. Whatever your name is, yada yada yada. Commit to being the person I deserve to be, yada yada yada. You can sign it. It's just a little bit of a fun thing, but print it out, fill it in, get it on your fridge, look at it every day. Every time you open that fridge, you're looking at it, and it's going to help. So there's loads of different stuff in here, and then there's a couple of individual lessons. Okay, so this is what the lessons look like. It's basically a video. I'll play this for now. Hey guys, welcome to the. It's me gobbing off, talking to you, walking you through the workshops and all that kind of stuff. And at the end, then there's a confirmation quiz. Well, I'll ask you a few questions about the module to make sure you understand it, but also I can kind of get an idea of how it's got, how I'm teaching it, how I'm talking it. Right? Okay. So that's that. Right. If you're kind of excited, let me know, because I haven't had any. I've not had any, what do I ask for to do? Commit? I didn't have any of that. So if you're kind of excited, let me know. Give me a number 1 or whatever. Just message. And then we're going to start wrapping it up, because remember, this was about preparing to start. We are going at this tomorrow. I am going to put a lot of stuff that I normally do on hold for the next 6 weeks, okay, to get you guys to, like I said, to take responsibility for your results. All right, so let me know what you're doing. We've got a little new comment here. Yes, exciting, brilliant, Cheryl, good. What to do at home, brilliant, excellent. Commit, yes, brilliant. Okay, good. Janet, number 1, perfect. Anyway, Janet, you've proved you can lose weight. You've done incredible. We've got a last couple of pounds, whatever, just to finish off, haven't we? Before we kind of happy. Right. Any final questions? Any question, even if you've got something like a real burning question, there's no such thing as a silly question, just questions from silly people. Just kidding, just a little bit of banter. But fine, ask the questions now, and then we're gonna jump off in a minute, okay? And then the next thing you will get, like I said, do you remember I said that I want you to look out for this. I want you to look out for this post on social media, on Facebook. All right, it's going to come live on Facebook. I don't want you to hang on a minute. I don't want you to look at that too much. I don't want you to think about that question just yet. But I want you to put some effort into it when you see it pop up. All right, so look out for it. It'll go live at 6 o'clock. Well, it's live now. It's live now. And I want you to really think about it. It's a really powerful question if you apply yourself to it and you really think about it. And like I said, it's going to set the stall out for me to help you and you to get what you want. All right, so that's that. I'm going to start this change. Brilliant. This will be great build up. So my week back at team on the 5th. Yes, I'm not a gym member, so I need to adapt some. So yeah. Don't worry about that, money. Like I said, the training program, you can do it at home. All right. You don't have to have a gym membership. You can do it at home with a couple of milk bottles or whatever. I'll show you how to do that. So don't worry about it. And remember, one of the big things here, and let's be completely honest. We often think, okay, I just out-train this pizza. I can just out-train this glass of wine or whatever. And we can't, can we? If you think about an average pizza, let's say it's 1,500 calories. Go to the gym and burn 1,500 calories. What a great session that is. Get on the rower and row for 1,500 calories, and you will shit out a lung. It is a lot of work, and it's hours in the gym. You're not going to out-train it. Okay, we've got to remember that the focus has got to be on our food. Exercise is just a catalyst. Okay, you can do really well with just being active. Just scrubbing the house and going for a walk, you can do really well, because it just speeds it up. Exercise just speeds it up. The focus has got to be on the food and on the eating. All right, so grand, brilliant. All right, so I'll take it that there's no questions, and we're gonna wrap it up. Like I said, I'm gonna email you your link shortly. In the meantime, have a real good think about the question that I post on Facebook, and try and avoid the temptation just to start writing. Just sit, whether you want to close your eyes or maybe think, I'm gonna shut the laptop down or put my phone down for 20 minutes, 30 minutes or whatever, and I want you to really have a think about it, and then write your answer. All right, and I'd be really interested. And then you don't have to compare you to other people. It's not about getting the best answer and sounding like the teacher's pet and all that. It's about you, right? And everything you write about you is right, because it's you. And this isn't a pass or fail thing. It's just I want you to have a bit of an insight into your own thoughts and your own thought processes. Okay, so that's what it's about. Okay, so I know that's a bit cryptic. Do I still do my current gym classes and runs, etc.? Yeah, Bryony, you can do whatever you want, right? You can do whatever training. You stick to that training. You don't have to do the 12-week training program. Like I said before, I'm not a massive advocate of giving people programs anyway, because you know, it doesn't always fit in their lifestyle. They don't always like it, but you know, we will when we talk, when we do the coaching sessions about training, we'll just do it around your gym classes and see what we're mixing up, because they'll either be giving you the results they want or they won't, and if they're not, then we need to change it a little bit, don't we? So we can still work with the gym classes you've got. All right, so so stick with it, definitely. What foods do I start with tomorrow, please? Bryony, what foods do I start tomorrow? What do you normally have for breakfast, Bryony? What is a standard breakfast in the in your house? This is what I mean about meal plans and that kind of stuff. I would much rather chip away at the food you're eating currently to make it better than give you a meal plan. All right, so just tell me. We'll wait a couple of minutes and see what comes through. Guys, that's it now. So if you want to jump off, you know, we've been on here over an hour. If you want to jump off, that's fine. If you want to hang around and wait to see what I'm going to say to Bryony, then that's fine too. But go and find that question that's in the Facebook group. You may even start answering questions already. I don't know. And that's our biggest thing for today. And then look out for the email. And if you don't log into the members area until tomorrow or whatever, that's fine. Okay, there's no pressure, but that's where it's going to be. What I'll also say is, if you're not one of the founder members and you're kind of like wishing you were, if I don't get 20 people log into that website over the next couple of days, I'll be kicking them off the program because they're obviously not committed, and I'll be finding other people that are. Okay, you can from 6-12 weeks, or can we mix it up but eat some of the things you Kelly, you can do a full eating plan. Kelly, same again. You can actually do whatever. There's a couple of options, I suppose. One is that you loosely stick to the meal plan. One is that you follow the meal plan to the letter. Or one is you crack your own routine with regards to the food. The only thing I need is honesty, because we can change. We can make change if we have honesty. Okay, so eat what you want, but we need to be able to shape it. And you're going to learn loads of different stuff about having, you know, creating default meals and all that kind of stuff anyway. So egg, bacon and mushroom is a great one. Thanks, Craig. Cheryl, egg and bacon. Yeah. Bryony, did we get a breakfast from you, Bryony? I can't see it. Whilst we're waiting for Bryony to come, what I will do is, when you log in, go to the food facts. Down the bottom, I've got a default meals thing here. And in there's a couple of suggested breakfasts, okay, with videos of me making it, so you can have a look at it, you know. But if you do an omelette, bacon and eggs, whatever it is, it should be good. Okay, I think we're about done. Yeah, I'm not getting anything else. Right, guys, so someone knocking on the door, is it? No? That's it. We're wrapping up. We're going at this tomorrow morning, okay, guys? So, you know, I'll be active here throughout. If you're thinking that, you know, like, something mega is going to happen, you know, we're going to start trickling it out. All right, so just bear that in mind. Don't be sat at the keyboard thinking, right, I'm waiting for his post. Whenever you pick it up throughout the day, it's okay. That's just kind of the way that I run things, all right? And so that's it. I'll thanks Laura for joining us, and all the best for the next 6 weeks, everybody. You're going to get a lot out of it. I know you are, and I am too. Team Bootcamp is going to get a lot out of it, and we really appreciate the opportunity to coach you and I know it will help thousands of people in the future. And you guys really are the founder members, and I'll always, am I going to start crying here? I'll always remember it, that you gave us this opportunity. So thanks for that. All right, guys, we're done, and I'll speak to you. I'll speak to you tomorrow. Ricky, you just joined. We're just off. Hope you've had a great time in Spain, mate. I'm sure you have learnt loads, and I'm sure you'll have had an incredible time. We'll catch up when you get back. Okay, brilliant. I need to work out how to turn this off again. See you in a bit.